Following the January 6th insurrection, and of course the 147 Republicans who immediately after the insurrection voted to not certify certain states' electoral college results, hundreds of corporations here in the United States said, "That's it, I'm done. We will not be giving any money to Republicans who voted to not certify the election. We are going to be responsible corporations. We're going to do our thing." And again, this was hundreds of corporations said this. We talked about it at the time, and I mentioned, of course, as soon as they think nobody's looking, they're going to resume giving. Well, for some of those corporations, as we've talked about, it took less than a month after January 6th for them to start writing the checks to Republicans again. Around April, things really ramped up. Over the summer, things were going great. And as of today, out of those hundreds of corporations that said we're giving nothing to 147 Republicans, only 8 of them have kept that pledge. 8. Here's the 8. AT&T, Comcast, Home Depot, Amazon, Walmart, Google, and Microsoft. So, really horrible companies, by the way. I mean, we're talking about domestic spires. We're talking about the worst customer service in the country. We're talking about major Republican donors, companies that abuse workers, pay them pennies, monopolies, just absolute crazy, horrible companies. But even they are looking at this and like, we're not touching those freaks. All right? We have standards here at Amazon. Now go pee in your bottle. How bad do you have to be as a human being for even Amazon to say, listen, we're evil, but we're not that evil? That's what we're talking about here. Because those are the only 8 corporations that haven't given directly to those politicians. And I say directly because, unfortunately, those corporations are, in fact, still giving to Republican groups that then give money to the Treason Caucus. So, technically, they're not giving the money to them directly. They're giving it to somebody else who then gives it to them. So, yes, effectively, all of the corporations have gone back on their pledge, and they are, in fact, giving money to these Republicans. This was entirely predictable. In fact, as I mentioned, we all predicted this would happen. It happened a lot sooner than some of us thought. But definitely, of course, as we approach the end of the year, everybody knew this was going to happen. Because at the end of the day, treason doesn't matter. At the end of the day, an insurrection doesn't matter. A coup attempt doesn't matter. All that matters is that corporations get whatever the hell they want so that they can continue destroying our environment, exploiting our natural resources, screwing over their workers, forcing them into hellish conditions, running monopolies that force small businesses out of business, whatever it is. These corporations know that as bad as these Republicans are, they're still going to give them everything on their corporate wish list.